Because her top-tier talent only resulted in an F-rank ability awakening, you literally kicked her to the curb without a second thought. Little did you know, she'd later stumble upon a miraculous encounter, restore her talent, and ascend to become the ice goddess. But when she came looking for revenge, she found out you were already dead. Consumed by her inner demons, she was besieged and killed by 1,039 sworn enemies. And that is the memory of this body's original owner right before you reincarnated into it. It completely shattered your worldview. This guy was an absolute, ungrateful scumbag. Qing Shui, don't be afraid. I'll always be here to protect you. Feeling down, Yi Qing Shui looked at you, deeply moved. Thank you for not giving up on me. But right as she said that, an ethereal voice echoed in your head. Yeah right, as if I'd believe your bullshit. The moment you awaken your S-rank talent, you're going to dump me anyway. Now that I've been reborn, I, Yi Qing Shui, swear I will kill you with my own two hands. Looking at Yi Qing Shui's visibly touched expression, you were completely dumbfounded. What the hell is going on? Can you actually hear her inner thoughts? Ding! Congratulations to the host for binding the goddess fortune system. Any goddess wronged by the previous owner of this body can be bound. The system has automatically bound the ice goddess, Yi Qing Shui. The host can now perfectly eavesdrop on all of her inner thoughts. While you were still spacing out, Qing Shui urged you to hurry up and get on the awakening stage. Hurry up and get up there. It's going to be too late. Snapping back to reality, you stepped onto the stage. A brilliant golden light flashed. You successfully awakened an S-rank special ability, the Hand of God. This ability allows you to copy absolutely any elemental skill. You were pretty thrilled about it at first, but then Yi Qing Shui's inner voice chimed in again. So what if it's the Hand of God? In this life, you're still doomed to die an early death. Except this time, the one who sends you to hell will be me. Yi Qing Shui. While you stood there with a dark expression on your face, the crowd below started gossiping. With such insane talent, why is he stuck with such a trashy girlfriend? He'd be way better off with me. I've got an extreme ice attribute talent, you know? What a bunch of snobbish losers. If you want to break up with me, just get it over with already. The humiliation I suffered today, I swear I'll pay it back 100-fold. It seems this woman absolutely despises the original owner of your body. However, you are definitely not that scumbag. And so, you pulled out a microphone and declared, "Today, I have an announcement to make to everyone." Down below, Yi Qing Shui stared at you intently. This exact scene is playing out just like my past life. Is it finally happening? Even though I've already lived through this once. Why does my heart still hurt? Do I actually still love him? He could have just broken up with me in private, but he chose to humiliate me in front of everyone. And later on, he even murdered my parents. I have nothing but endless hatred for him. No love at all. Up on stage, you took a deep breath. Even though Qing Shui only awakened an F-rank talent, I will never abandon her because of it. And I want all of you to listen closely. From now on, if anyone dares to talk trash about her to my face, I'll beat the living crap out of them. The moment you said that, Yi Qing Shui was completely stunned. He was supposed to say something horrible to humiliate me. Was all the endless torture I suffered in my past life, and achieving my divine power, was it all just some fake dream? No, that's impossible, absolutely impossible. I was reborn. I even retained some of my power as the ice goddess from my previous life. Did my reincarnation change something? Just as Yi Qing Shui was lost in her thoughts, you stepped down and gave her a big hug. Qing Shui, don't worry, I'll never leave you. Are you really not going to leave me? If you want to go, I won't stand in the way of your bright future. Even though she said that, after a fierce mental struggle, Yi Qing Shui still felt your ungrateful nature would never change. She was sure you had some twisted plot waiting for her. Right at that moment, a cold, elegant voice echoed out. Who in your academy awakened the S-class ability? The newcomer was none other than Zhang Han, the visiting teacher from the Imperial Academy. She walked right up to you with a captivating smile on her face. You're officially guaranteed a spot at the Imperial Academy. Hearing this made your heart absolutely bloom with joy. The Imperial Academy was the absolute pinnacle for awakened ones. Even the students who graduated at the dead bottom of their class were heavily fought over by major factions. Seeing this, Yi Qing Shui couldn't help but think to herself, it's actually her. She was the mentor who saw his true potential. A top tier awakened from the 9 provinces team who actually had a shot at reaching godhood. yet she was murdered by this utter scumbag and ultimately perished in the demon sludge. Hearing Yi Qingshui's inner thoughts gave you a massive headache. Great, another woman this body's previous owner screwed over. Meanwhile, Teacher Zhang was studying you closely. Long time no see, my traitorous disciple, the one I poured all my resources into training. That was Teacher Yang's inner voice. She had actually reincarnated too. Just how many women did the original owner of this body betray? Right now, you wanted nothing more than to drag his soul out and beat him to a pulp. You traitor. The reason I didn't give you my heart of raging thunder back then was because I was worried you hadn't fully matured yet and wouldn't be able to control it. If you hadn't stolen it, I would have given it to you eventually. But instead, you grew bitter. You took advantage of the critical moment of my ascension to the Thunder God realm to betray me. Your betrayal truly broke my heart. This rapid-fire string of furious thoughts made your scalp tingle with sheer panic. You had barely just managed to calm Yi Qingshui down, and now here was Zhang Han, whose hatred for you was just as intense. Who would have thought that a decent-looking guy like me would end up transmigrating into the body of such absolute trash? What are you zoning out for? Go on, show off your level 35 talent. Teacher Zhang knew exactly what was going to happen. In her past life, you immediately copied her forbidden lightning spell and unleashed it straight at her. Back then, she had been too trusting, thinking you had just awakened and simply couldn't control your power yet. But thinking back on it now, she realized you had planned to murder your mentor all along. Is he going to copy the forbidden spell again this time? After thinking it over carefully, you decided you still had to copy it. But there had to be a twist this time, otherwise you'd be walking right down that same doomed path. Copy, world-shaking purple thunder, just like in your past life. Zhang Han stared intensely at the dark, stormy sky, but completely exceeding her expectations. This time, the lightning didn't strike her. Instead, it struck straight down at you as you cast the spell. Zhang Han frowned deeply. Why is this purple lightning getting closer? And why is my heart racing in panic? Do I actually still have feelings for this traitor? A fierce internal battle raged in Zhang Han's mind. Should she just let you be struck dead by the lightning? Or should she step in and force it to stop? In the end, her body moved faster than her mind, abruptly halting the violently raging purple lightning. Pale-faced, you let out a long sigh of relief. It looked like your gamble had paid off. Even though Teacher Zhang hated you, deep down in her conflicted heart, she still cared about you. Hopefully, this would keep her at bay for now, so you could finally deal with Yi Qingshui's situation first. Over on the other side, Yi Qingshui was looking utterly shocked. According to her memories, you were supposed to strike Teacher Zhang. Her emotions quickly shifted from shock and confusion, straight into worry and fear. She actually burst into tears in the end. Her inner thoughts just kept echoing in your mind. I just wanted to end his life with my own hands, to finally conquer my inner demons. This is way too easy on him. You heartless jerk. You can't just die like this. This genuinely took you by surprise. You had originally planned to use this trick against Ms. Zhang, but unexpectedly, it killed two birds with one stone, shifting Yi Qingshui's mindset as well. Thank you so much for saving my life, Ms. Zhang. Once I grow stronger, I promise I'll protect you. Hearing this, Zhang Han kept a perfectly calm expression. This little brat actually says he wants to protect me? As long as he doesn't take my life, I'll be thanking my lucky stars. Her mind was an absolute mess right now. She didn't want to stay here for even a second longer. After quickly dropping off the orientation schedule, she hurried away. You turned back to look at Yi Qingshui, her face still stained with tears, and just pulled her right into your arms. Why are you crying? Were you that worried I'd get struck by lightning and die? Looking completely flustered but pretending otherwise, Yi Qingshui snapped, hurry up and let me go. There are too many people here. So what? We're a couple. What's wrong with a little hug? At the same time, her inner thoughts kept ringing out. Who the hell wants to share true love through hardship with you? This heartless jerk. What on earth is wrong with him today? He's not following the usual script at all. Hearing this, the corners of your lips curled up slightly. This is just the appetizer. Now that I can read your mind, I'll absolutely make you fall head over heels for me all over again. And just like that, you and Yi Qingshui headed back home, keeping up appearances but completely divided on the inside. She was secretly planning to sneak out tonight to find the ancient relic from her past life that could heal her soul. Also, she could protect her parents from being murdered by you again. Yi Qingshui's parents were actually your adoptive parents. The moment you walked in today, you, who usually called them aunt and uncle, immediately switched it up and called them mom and dad. This took them both by surprise, filling them with joy. Yi Qingshui just couldn't understand why her parents adored such an ungrateful wretch like you. The clock struck 2:30 in the morning. Yi Qingshui finally got the alone time she was waiting for. She quietly slipped out, heading toward the lost lands to claim her past life's hidden treasure. But what she had no idea about was that you were tailing her the entire way, effortlessly dodging all sorts of dangers in the shadows. Yi Qingshui quickly pinpointed the location, locating the very genetic potion she needed to heal her soul. Just due east of this great hall, there were also those godly artifacts and weapons from her previous life. Once my soul is fully healed, with these artifacts and weapons in my hands. You heartless bastard, just you wait and see. Lost in her thoughts, an incredibly smug smile crept across Yi Qingshui's face. Well, what a coincidence. You're here too? Look, I know awakening an F-rank talent is really tough to swallow, but you can't go doing anything stupid. The moment she heard your voice, Yi Qingshui's smile completely froze. Oh crap, I absolutely cannot let him find out. Otherwise, all my treasures will be totally ruined. Right as she was frantically looking around for a place to hide, you suddenly popped out of nowhere and pulled her into a tight hug. God, you had me worried sick. Feeling utterly exasperated, Yi Qingshui fought down her panic and forced a calm tone to soothe you. I'm so sorry, I was just being way too stubborn. Let's just hurry and go home, okay? Hearing that made you absolutely burst with joy inside. Trying to fool me into going home? Too late for that. Hey Qingshui. Do you think we might have just stumbled into some kind of secret realm? Maybe we can even find some kind of treasure to boost our strength. Hearing this, she was practically dying of anxiety on the inside. These treasures are all mine. Whatever you do, do not move that giant boulder. As you listened to her frantic inner thoughts, you opened exactly whatever she was afraid you'd open. In no time at all, you had completely turned Qingshui's past life treasures upside down. Wow, what a powerful ice attribute. You were holding the very frost wings she loved most in her past life. Yi Qingshui's heart was in absolute turmoil, but she kept her cool on the outside. This treasure, it has an ice attribute. Could you maybe give it to me? That way, I'd be able to protect myself. You looked at her, feigning deep concern. Qingshui, your level is just too low right now. It'll only be useful if you let me hold onto it for now. Later on, when you've grown stronger, I'll give it back to you. Out loud, Yi Qingshui gave a soft, obedient ahem. But inside, she was on the verge of a total breakdown. You absolute scumbag, one of these days, I swear I'm going to kill you. Let's go check out over there. And right over there was the exact genetic potion meant to repair the soul. Yi Qingshui looked completely devastated. If I lose the other treasures, I can always find replacements later. But I absolutely cannot lose this one. Otherwise, I'll be nothing but useless trash for the rest of my life. Suddenly, you called out from a short distance away. Qingshui, come here and take a look. There's writing on this bottle. It says it boosts soul strength. A genetic potion for repairing the soul. It looks like it could actually heal yours. Do you want to give it a try? Yi Qingshui seriously wondered if she was hearing things. Are you completely sure you want me to use this? Compared to you, this thing means nothing. You should be the one to use it. Staring at the genetic potion handed to her, Yi Qingshui finally stopped cursing you as a scumbag in her head. Without another second of hesitation, she expertly popped the cap off and downed it all in one gulp. But because the potion's effects were so intense, Yi Qingshui collapsed, rolling on the ground in sheer agony. It hurts so much. Seeing her like this, you couldn't help but feel worried. That was, until you heard her inner thoughts. The effects of this potion are exactly the same as in my past life. But if it means repairing my soul, this little bit of pain is totally worth it. Even though you knew she wasn't in any real danger, seeing Qingshui thrashing around in pain made you pull her into your arms anyway. Thanks to your soothing touch, her recovery speed this time was way faster than in her past life. Once she had absorbed all the potion's effects, Qingshui's talent successfully shot back up to triple S rank. She couldn't wait to test out her powers, but the second she unleashed her skill, she froze dead in her tracks while still nestled in your arms. She had gotten so carried away in the excitement that she completely forgot you were right there. Oh crap, I forgot this scumbag was standing right here. How could I let my guard down the second I got my powers back? You timed your words perfectly. Not bad at all, Qingshui. You instantly unlocked such a powerful ice skill the moment your soul was healed. I'm guessing you're no longer just an F-rank talent, right? Caught completely off guard, Yi Qingshui could only nod. Thank you, Brother Tianming, for giving me that soul potion. I'm definitely not an F-rank anymore. So, what's your rank now? You asked that on purpose, just to test how much this little strategy of yours had actually changed her attitude towards you. It's an A rank talent, Brother Tianming. It still can't compare to your triple S rank talent. Although, him giving me that potion was honestly pretty touching. I still can't let him know that I'm a triple S rank too. You just listen to her little white lies. And the guardedness in her heart. Although there's some regret, you're still satisfied with the progress you've made today. You calmly play along with her words. An A-rank ice talent is already super impressive. Just keep working hard, and give it your all in the All JoJo Awakener exam in a few days. Try to get into a good Advanced Awakener Academy. I'll do my best. I'll try to get into the Imperial Capital Academy. That way, I can stay together with Tianming, since he already got early admission. As soon as those words left her mouth, Yi Qingshui froze. What am I thinking? Why am I falling for this heartless jerk all over again? Have you forgotten, Yi Qingshui? In your past life, it was his sweet talk that got you killed. But, the him in this life, he's truly different. If it were before, he would have definitely kept that magic potion all to himself. There's no way he would have given it to me. While Yi Qingshui was fighting a war in her head, you had already turned around. You walked toward the star key at the end of the main hall. That direction, the star key. Now that my soul is healed, I have a double S rank talent, just like him. I absolutely cannot let this final treasure fall into his hands again. Should I? Just as the thought of snatching the treasure crossed her mind, you suddenly turned back and called out to her. Hey, there's something glowing on the gears of this giant clock. Qingshui, come check this out with me. Yi Qingshui instantly felt guilty. She quickly replied and hurried over. Oh, I'm coming, Tianming. You pretended to be completely clueless as you picked up the star key. You feigned surprise. A key? So beautiful. It looks like it's made out of the starry sky itself. I can feel it. This thing is called the star key. It holds the power of the stars. This is another amazing treasure. Qingshui, you really are my lucky star. Just coming in here with you, I found so much good stuff. The moment you said that, a fire ignited in Yi Qingshui's chest. She was the one who brought you to this secret realm using her past life memories. All of these treasures were supposed to be hers. But now, aside from that magic potion, everything else had fallen right into your hands. Resentment boiled up inside her, but then, her eyes suddenly widened in shock. The star key in your hand erupted with a blinding, starry light, forming a mirror of the cosmos right in midair. Inside the mirror, a stellar palace suspended in an eternal, starry night slowly appeared. Wow, so beautiful. Yi Qingshui couldn't help but gasp in awe. The vision zoomed all the way into the deepest part of the palace. There sat an angel, bathed in starlight, with pure white wings. Floating behind her was a massive star key, looking exactly like the one right in your hand. Just as you and Yi Qingshui leaned in to look closer, the sleeping angel suddenly snapped her eyes open. Her piercing gaze shot right through the mirror, locking dead onto the two of you as her red lips parted. I see you. You heard it loud and clear. But to Yi Qingshui, those words sounded like a demonic shriek, violently tearing her mind apart. Tears of blood instantly streamed down her eyes. She clutched her head, her entire body shaking violently. Her mind was suddenly flooded with eerie, maddening whispers. If this keeps up, she'll suffer a total mental breakdown and die a raving lunatic. Without a single second of hesitation, you threw a punch and smashed the cosmic mirror right in front of you. A split second before the mirror shattered, that angel glared dead at you. Leaving you with one last warning, I'll come for you, sooner or later. Banishing you back to your world, the demonic voice instantly faded away. Yi Qingshui passed out from sheer exhaustion. You stayed right by her side, replaying the whole crazy encounter in your head. But right now, what mattered more was the newly awakened Yi Qingshui. Yi Qingshui slowly opened her eyes. You immediately spoke up. Qingshui, you're finally awake. You were in so much agony from that angel's whispers just now, you scared the absolute life out of me. She instantly pieced together her memories from before she passed out, just staring at you blankly. Did you save me? Yeah, I smashed the starry mirror created by the star key. And that angel vanished. Thank you, brother Tianming. Yi Qingshui's eyes instantly welled up with tears. Her heart was in absolute turmoil. First, he gave the potion to me, helping me repair my soul and recover my level 555 talent. And then he saved me when I was on the brink of death. He's completely different from his past life. Could it be that my rebirth actually changed him? The one who destroyed my family in the previous life was the old him. In this life, my parents are still alive, and he has never laid a finger on me. If he has really turned over a new leaf, why should I hold on to the past life and insist on killing the him of this life who has only been protecting me? I'll trust him, just one more time. The him in this life is worth my trust. Listening to her inner thoughts, the corners of your mouth couldn't help but curl into a smile. Finally, you don't have to live on edge, worried about being murdered in your sleep by your beautiful girlfriend. But a second later, her inner thoughts poured a bucket of cold water right over you. But if he ever dares to show even a hint of the twisted mindset he had in his past life, I will kill him without a second thought. Brother Tianming, I hope you really are different now. Don't let me down again. Yi Qingshui pulled her thoughts together and looked at the star key in your hand. Brother Tianming, can you let me take a proper look at that star key? Without a word, you handed it over. Of course, she turned it over and over, examining it for a long time. Her mind full of doubts. She had used this star key before her rebirth, too. But it never triggered an anomaly like that. How come the moment it falls into his hands, it acts completely differently? When she handed the star key back to you, she warned you with a dead serious face, Brother Tianming, keep this safe. If it ever triggers that starry mirror again, you have to shatter it immediately. You absolutely cannot talk to the angel inside. She's most likely the true owner of the star key, and she's already locked onto us. You deliberately tested the waters. Well, how about, we just ditch this star key? We've already scored plenty of other loot anyway. No, we have to keep it. The power of this star key is intensely strong. It can serve as your ultimate trump card. Even if we toss it now, that angel will still track us down. Our only option is to desperately boost our strength before she comes for us. You listened to her words, noting the absolute certainty in her heart regarding the star key's power. You immediately decided to keep this treasure. Seeing this, Yi Qingshui hurriedly tried to persuade you. Tianming, let's leave this secret realm and head back now. He's already taken all the treasures from here. There's no point in staying any longer. But you just shook your head. Qingshui, I haven't finished exploring this hall yet. Let's see if there's anything else good. Honestly, I've been reborn. I've lived through this before. Wouldn't I know if there's anything left here? Yi Qingshui grumbled in her heart, but still weakly let you support her. Following right behind you, after just a few steps, you stopped in front of a pool churning with boiling black water. What is this pool for? Just as you leaned in, Yi Qingshui's face went pale. She grabbed you desperately. Tianming, whatever you do, do not touch that pool. Why? I don't know why, I just have a really bad feeling about it. Please don't touch it. The black water in this pool can completely dissolve a person's soul. I accidentally touched it in my past life. If I didn't have that magic potion to save me back then. Asterisk. My soul would have been shattered into pieces. And now, that potion is gone. Touching it now means certain death. Hearing her inner thoughts, you didn't reach out recklessly. Instead, you walked a lap around the pool, and noticed a stone tablet hidden beneath the black water. You immediately raised your hand, using your hand of God to copy Yi Qingshui's ice ability. First, you summoned a spike of dark ice, forcibly knocking the stone tablet right out of the black water pool. Then, you instantly threw up an extreme ice shield, blocking the splashing black water. Yi Qingshui was absolutely dumbfounded. His hand of God, it can actually copy two different skills at such a low level? He even copied the extreme ice shield that I haven't even used yet. Protected by the shield, the two of you approached the tablet. It was engraved with ancient text. Though partially damaged, you could still make out the key details. This was the Psionic Ascension Pool of the Psionic Divine Kingdom. The owner of the Star Key was the Star Key Angel from the Gene Divine Kingdom. Back then, she fought against the experts from the Psionic and Mechanical Divine Kingdoms right here. Fighting 1 against 2, she was forced to leave behind her divine weapon, the Star Key. The more Yi Qingshui read, the more terrified she became. She quickly grabbed your arm. Tianming, we already know the secrets of this place, and all the treasures are gone. Let's hurry up and leave. But you were staring intently at the pool of black water. your eyes burning with excitement. The tablet says this is a psionic ascension pool. Maybe this isn't a danger at all. Maybe it's a huge opportunity. Yi Qingshui's eyes instantly went red with panic. Tianming, don't do anything reckless. You'll seriously die. Why won't he just believe me? Just touching this pool will completely obliterate his soul. Without the antidote, there is absolutely no saving him. You ignored her warnings. Before her words even faded, you leapt straight into the boiling black water. Tianming, as Yi Qingshui's desperate scream faded, she watched your body instantly disintegrate in the black water, leaving absolutely no trace behind. She collapsed onto the ground, completely breaking down. Tears streamed uncontrollably down her face. He's dead. It's all my fault. It's my fault I didn't stop him. If only I had told him my secret about being reborn, he wouldn't have died. Brother Tianming, if you could just come back to life. I'll never try to kill you over our past life again. I'll give you every single secret realm opportunity I find. Just come back to me, please. But meanwhile, as for you, after your physical body was destroyed, your soul drifted into a bizarre, otherworldly space. This place was overflowing with spiritual energy that perfectly matched your soul. Here, your spirit was rapidly nourished and elevated. Not only did you undergo a complete transformation, but you also unlocked a skill capable of directly attacking someone else's soul. Soul Spark. But just as you were thrilling over this discovery, a chilling burst of laughter echoed through the void. 10,000 years. I've laid low for 10,000 years, and I've finally found my perfect vessel. Your soul is an absolute delicacy. You instantly went on high alert. You're one of those from the Divine Spirit Kingdom, who fell in the Great War here. Spot on. After waiting for so long, I've finally found a vessel to bring me back to life. Become the fuel for my resurrection. You should consider this an honor. As his words dropped, a towering spiritual entity lunged straight at you, instantly invading your soul. That was when it hit you. This so-called lucky encounter was actually a trap this remnant soul had set for 10,000 years. He didn't see you as a threat at all. To him, you were just a free meal. He was wildly boasting that once he devoured you, he would slaughter his way back to the divine genetic kingdom to get his revenge on the Star Key Angel. But right as he was frantically absorbing your spiritual energy, you pushed your willpower to the absolute limit. You forcefully commanded your ethereal soul to start forming a physical body. And as your flesh and bones slowly solidified, the remnant soul that had invaded you actually began to be assimilated and devoured by you instead. No, this is impossible. How could you reconstruct your body through sheer willpower? That is the absolute peak state of spiritual ascension. You're just a newly awakened brat. How could you possibly do this? I survived in hiding for 10,000 years. I refuse to accept this. Amidst his hysterical screaming, you completely devoured his remnant soul. You even mastered a new skill that lets you freely switch between a physical and spiritual form. Spirit conversion. With a single thought, you returned to the Great Hall in your spirit form. The first thing you saw was Yi Qingshui, huddled by the pool, having a complete breakdown. Listening to her heart-wrenching sobs, you couldn't help but feel a heartwarming sense of amusement. 2 life or death crises had actually managed to completely win over this reborn girl who used to be so incredibly guarded against you. With another thought, your physical body instantly materialized. You crouched down and pulled her trembling, weeping frame into your arms. Qingshui, I'm back. Yi Qingshui's body gave a violent jolt. She slowly lifted her tear-stained face, staring at you in absolute disbelief. She was so stunned she could barely speak. Brother Tianming, yeah, it's me. You gently reached up and wiped the tears from her cheeks. You patiently explained it to her. That pool wasn't a trap. Not only am I completely fine, but I even gained some new powers. Right in front of her, you swapped back and forth between your physical and spiritual forms a few times. Only then did she finally believe that you really weren't dead. She threw her arms around you, holding on for dear life, as her tears started falling all over again. Her voice broke as she held back tears. Thank God you're alive. Tianming, let's go home. I don't want to stay here anymore. I never want to lose you again. Listening to her unguarded inner thoughts, you knew that this girl, who had been reborn with the sole purpose of killing you, had now truly let go of her past life hatred, giving her heart entirely to you. Having gained so many extraordinary opportunities here, you simply nodded. Yeah, Qingshui, let's go home. The lazy days of summer vacation always fly by. Once again, it was back to school season. Having secured early admission to Imperial Academy, you were now standing at the North Gate, with your sweet girlfriend, Yi Qingshui, clinging tightly to your arm. Her sugary sweet voice murmured right against your ear. Tianming, let's hurry up and register. You turned your head to look at her. You knew very well that after this campus beauty repaired her spirit and regained her SSS tier ice ability. She had poured everything into preparing for the national exams. Armed with her flawless theoretical knowledge and god-tier talent, she scored a perfect 100% on both the written and practical tests, getting accepted here as Mingxi City's top scorer. That was how she was able to come here and register right by your side. Wow, Imperial Academy really lives up to the hype. In my past life, my shattered spirit left me with an F-tier talent. I couldn't get in to study alongside my Tianming. But this time, I want to see for myself exactly what makes Juzhou's #1 academy so incredibly special. Listening to her inner thoughts, you felt a slight wave of disappointment. You had hoped to use her mind reading to figure out exactly what that fierce teacher, Zhang Han, was plotting, so you could handle her intense grudge against the body's original owner. But now, it looked like you just had to play it by ear. You could only pray that this teacher was somewhat reasonable, giving you a chance to win her over and melt away that hatred. Pushing those thoughts aside, you spoke up. Come on, Qingshui, let's go register. But the second you lifted your foot to step through the North Gate, a massive wall of pure lightning suddenly erupted from the ground. It completely blocked the path, trapping you and all the other freshmen. The terrifying electrical energy violently crackled and surged, instantly sending a shockwave of absolute panic through the crowd of new students. Right after that, an icy, yet hauntingly familiar voice echoed from within the academy walls. Halt, freshmen. The very next second, a female teacher with crackling lightning wrapping around her entire body stepped forward, her overwhelming aura completely unleashed. She casually walked straight through the wall of lightning without a single scratch. Just the raw power radiating from her was enough to prove she was a high-ranking awakener. It's her again, the top-tier awakener who was closest to reaching god level in JoJo during this era. Zhang Han, beside you, Yi Qingshui recognized her instantly. You, too, immediately confirmed who she was. Zhang Han's piercing gaze swept rapidly across the crowd, locking onto you with deadly precision. Her eyes lingered on you for several heavy seconds before slowly pulling away. Today is the official enrollment day for freshmen at Imperial Academy. I am Zhang Han, an instructor here and the supervising examiner for your entrance test this year. The wall of lightning behind me is charged with absolute, overwhelming electrical power. Every single freshman in this class must use their own strength to cross through this barrier. Only then will you officially become a student of this academy. Those who fail will be expelled on the spot. The moment those words dropped, the entire crowd of freshmen erupted into absolute chaos. Everyone lost their minds, and angry shouts and furious complaints echoed endlessly through the air. Silence. Zhang Han infused her high-tier lightning energy right into her voice. Those two simple syllables exploded like deafening thunder. The entire crowd was instantly shocked into dead silence. So powerful. No wonder before Brother Tianming got her killed in the previous life, she was known as Kyushu's #1 lightning awakener. The one with the highest hope of becoming a god. If she hadn't died, she could have become Kyushu's very first god-tier awakener. Listening to Yi Qingshui's inner thoughts, your dread of Zhang Han deepened a bit more. The original owner of this body really screwed over a big shot who was infinitely close to godhood in his past life, and dumped this massive mess right on you. Winning her over is going to be way harder than Yi Qingshui. One wrong move, and she might just kill you on the spot. You couldn't even help but shudder at the thought. If she didn't like the look of you during the test, and just cranked up the lightning, you'd probably be blasted to ashes right then and there. Good thing you can eavesdrop on inner thoughts. At least you could be sure she wouldn't try to kill you during the freshman test, for now. After Zhang Han stunned the whole crowd, she continued in a cold, stern voice. Those who are afraid of the test can turn around and leave right now. The test begins now, and lasts until 6 p.m. Any freshman arriving after 6, along with anyone who fails the test, will be expelled. After saying that, she turned, walked straight through the wall of lightning, and headed back into the academy. Soon enough, the first freshman who couldn't hold back rushed forward, charging straight for the lightning wall. You weren't in a hurry. First, you wanted to observe the skill level of the new students. Second, you wanted to keep your distance. so you could clearly hear Jong Han's thoughts at any time, just in case she suddenly snapped. Just like before I was reborn. It's this A-rank lightning talent freshman going first again. Even after being reborn, I still don't want to let this kind of trash into the academy. He spent the whole summer messing around and didn't improve his powers at all. He absolutely doesn't deserve to enter the Great Emperor Academy. Whatever, I'll let him in. He did pass the exam to get here, after all. I can't actually expel him. I'm just scaring them a bit. I just won't accept such lazy students into my class. Jong Han's inner thoughts instantly gave away the bottom line of this test. There were no real expulsions at all. It was just a show of force for the freshmen. Sure enough, the moment that lightning attribute freshman's protective shield touched the wall, it shattered. He screamed in agony from the electric shocks, and suffered for 5 whole minutes before being let through, completely delirious. The next dozen or so freshmen were, without exception, shocked dizzy. Not a single one of them passed easily. They are way too weak. Are these really the supposedly elite freshmen of the Great Emperor Academy? Compared to me and brother Tianming, they are light years behind. Yi Qingshui ruthlessly roasted them in her mind, then mentioned to you the other double S-ranked talent student admitted this year, Feng Lan, the eldest daughter of the imperial capital's Feng family. And her inner thoughts completely spilled the beans for you. Feng Lan, the eldest daughter of the Feng family, the future wind sword goddess. She didn't really cross paths with me in the previous life, so I don't know much about her. But she's also connected to brother Tianming. In our past life, her father, the head of the Feng family, was also killed by brother Tianming. Your brain buzzed violently. A wave of intense anxiety washed over you. The original owner of this body actually got Feng Lan's father killed too? If Feng Lan was also reborn, you were basically messing with 2 awakeners who could become gods at the exact same time. The pressure was absolutely maxed out. Right at that moment, a fierce gale kicked up out of nowhere, making the very air feel heavy and still. This wasn't some natural breeze. It was a man-made wind domain. Could it be her? Yi Qingshui instantly went on high alert. You looked up, catching sight of a dark-haired girl carrying a sheathed sword. She approached with graceful, floating steps. She seemed to be moving slowly, yet she closed the distance to the main gate in the blink of an eye. The entire crowd of freshmen was absolutely blown away by her breathtaking movement technique. You knew it the second you saw her. That was Feng Lan. As she glided past, she shot you and Yi Qingshui a cool, emotionless glance. She didn't say a single word out loud, but her inner voice echoed crystal clear in your mind. Long time no see, Tianming. The very next second, the system's notification chimed loudly in your head. It laid out the whole ugly truth. Feng Lan was a reincarnator, too. A level 555 wind attribute talent. In your past life, she was your girlfriend at the Imperial Academy. She had loved you with all her heart, pouring her entire family's resources into helping you grow stronger. Even when rumors swirled that you had murdered Jong Han, she fiercely defended your innocence, convinced you'd been framed. But in the end, her father died a brutal death at your hands, all because she had trusted you. And you just vanished without a trace. She spent her entire life searching for you, until her inner demons consumed her, and she died a bitter, resentful death in a secret realm. You couldn't help but pinch the bridge of your nose, nursing a massive headache. Just how many girls did the original owner of this body screw over? This was already the 3rd one. You couldn't believe you had transmigrated into the body of such absolute trash, leaving you to clean up his massive, horrible mess. Yi Qingshui noticed you acting weird and asked what was wrong, her voice full of concern. You brushed her off with a lame excuse about your legs being tired, deciding to just watch Feng Lan's test and get inside as fast as possible. Honestly, you were terrified that if you stayed out here any longer, a 4th vengeful reincarnator would pop out of the woodwork. Feng Lan marched straight toward the wall of roaring lightning, not slowing down for even a second. In fact, she sped up and charged right into it, with every freshman's eyes glued to her. The sword in her hand let out a soft hum. The slightly drawn blade flashed with an icy glint. A massive hurricane exploded outward from her body, violently ripping the raging wall of lightning right down the middle. She forcefully carved out a perfect path just wide enough for her to walk through. Feng Lan, level 555 wind attribute talent, directly admitted. Awakened level, 15. I can see you've been training hard over the summer break. Congratulations on passing the test. Come over here and register. It was Jong Han's voice. But her inner thoughts? You heard them loud and clear. Just like I remember. At this exact time, that little girl from the Feng family really showed up. And next should be that child, Lin Tianming. That traitorous disciple. Your heart skipped a beat. She had subconsciously called you that child, before quickly correcting herself to traitorous disciple. Even with all that boiling hatred, deep down, she still held onto a tiny sliver of warmth for her beloved student from her past life. And that was exactly the opening you needed to win her over. The entire crowd of freshmen went absolutely wild over Feng Lan being level 15. Amidst the buzzing whispers, you even heard some people comparing you to her, whispering that you might not even be a match for her. Yi Qingshui was immediately ticked off. She grabbed your arm, dragging you toward the trial. She was dead set on stealing the spotlight right back. You had to gently calm her down, before walking up to the roaring wall with her. But Yi Qingshui insisted on going first. That girl clinging to my traitorous disciple. In my past life, she never even made it into the Imperial Academy. Could my rebirth have triggered a butterfly effect, and changed history? Zhang Han stared at Yi Qingshui, her mind swirling with confusion. This girl, she looks exactly like the ice goddess I knew before I was reborn. She shouldn't even be here. Feng Lan's inner thoughts echoed right after. Under everyone's gaze, a bone-piercing chill erupted from Yi Qingshui. Taking a step right into the wall of lightning, a freezing storm violently swept out with her at the center. The surging electricity of the entire lightning wall was instantly frozen solid into a massive wall of ice. With a sharp glare from her, the ice-bound lightning wall shattered to pieces, taking all the lightning energy down with it until nothing remained. This jaw-dropping scene was way more explosive than Feng Lan's stunt just now. The freshmen were absolutely stunned, but you heard her inner voice loud and clear, busting out such terrifying power. All she was actually thinking was, finally, I stole the spotlight from Feng Lan. Tianming's eyes were practically glued to her just now. Now there's no way he'll get snatched away, right? You instantly broke into a sweat. So, this earth-shattering stunt was just pure jealousy. Zhang Han was extremely satisfied with Yi Qingshui's performance. She spoke up. Child, congratulations on passing the test at Awakening level 15. Tell me your name and your ability talent tier, so I can register you. Yi Qingshui answered calmly, without missing a beat. Yi Qingshui, F-tier Ice Attribute Talent. Zhang Han completely froze. An F-tier Ice talent? You're the only freshman this year who got into the Grand Emperor Academy with an F-tier talent. That's me. Once the registration was done, Yi Qingshui turned around and waved at you from across the wall. She called out in a sickeningly sweet voice, Tianming, come on in. After we check in, let's go see what yummy food the academy cafeteria has. Both Zhang Han and Feng Lan thought their own rebirth had triggered a butterfly effect, which led to Yi Qingshui showing up here. You heard every single one of those thoughts loud and clear. You could only pray they wouldn't start a fight right here, leaving you enough time to win them over. But the very second you responded, a bone-chilling murderous intent exploded from Feng Lan. Her icy inner voice rang out, so they really do have a thing going on. You instantly gasped. Zhang Han immediately shouted for her to stop. Feng Lan reined in her outward killing intent, but her internal rage hadn't dropped one bit. Tianming, you really do know how to surprise me. It suddenly hit you, in your past life, Feng Lan was your girlfriend. Seeing you act so intimately with Yi Qingshui right now, totally set her off. Yi Qingshui rushed you again. You took a deep breath, and walked straight into the wall of lightning, without using a single defensive skill. The freshmen outside absolutely lost their minds. They all thought you were crazy. Walking in like that would just shock him into a coma. Although a lot of things had changed, this rebellious student was exactly the same as his past life, always doing crazy stunts just for the attention. Zhang Han's inner voice echoed, not surprised in the slightest. Is he still the same as his past life? I have to admit, Tianming's talent is genuinely breathtaking. Feng Lan's inner thoughts were also unusually calm, as if she had expected this all along. Only Yi Qingshui was freaking out, screaming for you to copy her skills. But you just looked back and gently reassured her, Qingshui, don't worry, I'm totally fine. But that one little sentence instantly made Feng Lan lose her mind. Her inner voice absolutely exploded. Qingshui? Calling her so sweetly, huh? You didn't let yourself get distracted. Immersed in the baptism of the lightning power, you were thrilled to find your body actually transforming. So, you just went all out. In a matter of seconds. You sucked every last drop of lightning from that massive wall right into your body. The terrifying wall of lightning vanished without a trace. With a flip of your palm, sparks of lightning identical to Jong Han's surged up. You grinned and shouted toward the barrier. Thanks for the massive lightning gift, Professor Jong Han. I'll happily take it from here. The freshman crowd completely lost it, screaming that you were a total monster. Even more of a freak than Feng Lan and Yi Qingshui. But, you couldn't even force a smile. Because two distinct voices, dripping with pure murderous intent, pierced right into your ears. Everything else has changed. But this traitorous student is exactly the same as in my past life. Stealing my lightning energy, it looks like in this life. He still wants to end me after all. But this time, I absolutely will not make the same mistake. Tianming, you really are just like before, absorbing Professor Jong Han's wall of lightning. Everything has changed, except for you. I need to make my move early. Before you can murder my father. I'll take you out first. You broke into a cold sweat, targeted simultaneously by two reincarnators destined for godhood, and both were out for your blood. You were literally walking on thin ice. You had to win them over, and fast. Just like how you won over Yi Qingshui. You had to conquer them one by one. That was the only way to survive in the Great Emperor Academy. Suddenly, Yi Qingshui came running over. She hugged your arm tightly, her face glowing with pride. Tianming, I just knew a test like this would be a piece of cake for you. You could only laugh bitterly inside. If only Jong Han and Feng Lan treated you like this, things would be so much easier. But the moment Yi Qingshui noticed you zoning out, she instantly got jealous. A dark, threatening wave of possessiveness slammed right into you. Did that Feng Lan really steal his heart? If he even thinks about looking at another girl, I will completely destroy this cheating jerk. And that little fox, Feng Lan, too. Your head was pounding. You quickly made up an excuse about being starving to calm her down. Yi Qingshui instantly dragged you toward the dining hall, but then Feng Lan's thoughts exploded all over again. Boiling with pure rage, Tianming? Tianming, huh, how sweet, I can barely hold back my sword. I really just want to slice someone open. You just wanted to get the hell out of this death trap. You barely took a step before Professor Jong Han called out. Kid, come register first. You can grab food later. You haven't even signed in yet. You grumbled to yourself. You're the one who gave me a free pass in. Like you don't know who I am? But you walked over to her anyway, standing right next to Feng Lan. Professor Jong Han, my name is Lin Tianming. Double S rank ability talent, Hand of God. Awakened level, 15, kid. So you're the S-class recommended student, just like Feng Lan. Not bad, outwardly, Jong Han sang your praises. But inside, she was completely torn. And you could hear her inner thoughts, loud and clear. If this were before my rebirth, right about now, I would have already taken him as my personal disciple. I would have kept him right by my side, pouring my heart into training him. But in this life, should I really take him in again? After a moment of hesitation, she finally made her choice. She looked you right in the eye, and spoke with dead seriousness. Kid, I really admire your potential. For your next 4 years here at the Imperial Academy, you'll be studying under me. I'll teach you everything I know. But you knew exactly what was going on. Taking you as her student was just her way of keeping a close eye on you. If you refused, you'd completely lose any chance to win her over and melt away her hatred. But if you agreed, you'd have to face her burning resentment every single second. One wrong move, and you'd be doomed beyond repair. You weighed your options, and decided not to run. Staring straight into her eyes, you said, word by word. Miss Jong Han, you were the one who recommended me for the Imperial Academy. I, Lin Tianming, am not some ungrateful jerk. I owe you, and since you're willing to take me in, of course I'd be honored to be your student. Jong Han gazed at you. Memories of her past life flashed through her mind. All those times she gave everything to train you. Followed by the agonizing, heart-piercing pain of your ultimate betrayal. Her thoughts were a mess of struggle and conflict. In this life, are you still going to covet my heart of raging thunder? Are you going to hurt me again? Listening to her inner voice, you felt incredibly heavy. Since I've transmigrated into this body, no matter how screwed up this mess is, I'm going to fix it. After finishing your freshman registration with Jong Han, you headed out with Yi Qingshui. On the way to the Imperial Academy's cafeteria, Yi Qingshui could instantly tell that something was weighing on you. She quickly leaned in and asked, Tianming, why do you look so down? Is something bothering you? Something was definitely bothering you. Zhang Han's conflicted thoughts, caught between love and hate, had really struck a nerve. You wanted nothing more than to drag out the original owner of this body and beat the living crap out of him. Yi Qingshui, Zhang Han, Feng Lan, every single one of them offered a genuine love that most people couldn't earn in 100 lifetimes. And the original owner just trampled all over it. What a heartless bastard. You honestly felt that the only reason you, a transmigrator from Earth, ended up taking over this body was because even God couldn't stand the original owner's bullshit. An invisible weight pressed down heavily on your shoulders. In this life, you absolutely could not let these girls suffer anymore. You had to win them over. You had to heal the hearts that the original owner had shattered. Making up your mind, you gently stroked Yi Qingshui's cheek. In a flash, you hid your heavy expression and gave her a warm smile. I'm alright, Qingshui, just a bit hungry and out of energy, that's all. I'll feel much better once we grab some food. Are you sure it's just your stomach? She teased gently. Of course. I mean, look at this big smile on my face. Do I look like a guy with a lot on his mind? Yi Qingshui finally let out a sigh of relief, smiling as she jogged a few steps ahead. She turned around and waved, urging you to catch up. Seeing the light rekindled in her eyes, your heart melted with warmth. Just 2 months ago, she still hated you to the core for the pain the original host caused her before her rebirth. She had completely given up on life, but now, you've managed to melt her frozen heart. You secretly made a promise to yourself. You had to make Zhang Han and Feng Lan let go of their painful pasts too, so they could smile just as genuinely. You quickly caught up to her, and the two of you headed straight for the cafeteria near the north gate. Today was early registration for the freshmen, so most of the returning students weren't back on campus yet. The cafeteria was pretty empty. You and Yi Qingshui ordered your food and sat down. Right as you were happily chatting away, your mind-reading ability picked up on Feng Lan nearby. She was sitting all by herself, stealing glances at your table every now and then. Watching how close you and Yi Qingshui were, her eyes were brimming with bitter resentment. Of course, right at that moment, some clueless idiot swaggered up to Feng Lan. You look new around here. Are you one of the freshmen this year? Feng Lan completely ignored him and just kept eating her food, but the guy had the nerve to sit right across from her and introduce himself anyway. Let me introduce myself. I'm Wang Jian, a second-year student and a member of the Wang family, one of the capital's 4 great awakened families. Be my girlfriend, and after graduation, my family's resources will guarantee you a limitless future. Feng Lan coldly raised her eyes. I already have a boyfriend. So back off, Senior Wang. Your heart suddenly skipped a beat. You realized right away that this stubborn girl was going to use you as a shield. And sure enough, as Wang Jian kept shamelessly pestering her, Feng Lan pointed straight at you. That's my boyfriend right there. Now get lost, Senior Wang. I don't want him getting the wrong idea. Wang Jian followed her finger and glared over. He furrowed his brows. Are you kidding me? Looks to me like he's already taken by the girl next to him. If I say he's mine, he is. That girl is nothing but his cousin. The moment those words left her mouth, Yi Qingshui absolutely lost it. She slammed her hands down and stood right up, glaring fiercely at Feng Lan. Feng Lan, what the hell are you talking about? Tianming is my boyfriend. I don't care if you're just using him as a shield. You can't say that. Listening to Feng Lan's inner thoughts, you realized this Wang Jian guy was an unexpected variable triggered by the rebirth. He didn't even exist in your past life. But right now, your bigger headache was the furious, jealous little firecracker standing next to you. Yi Qingshui was absolutely terrified of losing you, and she was practically vibrating with rage. Qingshui, hey, calm down. You desperately tried to soothe her, but there was no stopping her fury now. Seeing the chaos, Wang Jian just got even more arrogant. He smirked at Feng Lan and said, See that, Junior Feng Lan? You're causing a fight between a real couple. Drop the whole shield act. Why not consider me instead? You glared at this thick-skinned jerk, your fists practically itching to hit him. But since Yi Qingshui was still fuming, you had no choice but to hold back for a moment. Seeing that you weren't making a move, Feng Lan lost all her patience too, coldly spitting out a single word. Relying on the Wang family name, Wang Jian didn't give a damn about a freshman like her. He kept up his creepy, smirking harassment until Feng Lan completely lost her patience. A terrifying gale instantly erupted around her, and her sword slid halfway out of its sheath. A blast of wind element sword aura slashed straight at him, wiping the smirk right off Wang Jian's face. He panicked and threw up a shield of flames, but the second his fire sparked, the sword aura tore right through it, sending him flying backward. Hearing the absolute confidence in Feng Lan's inner thoughts about her powers, you breathed a sigh of relief. Wang Jian scrambled up pathetically, finally realizing she was the eldest daughter of the powerful Feng family. He spat out a weak threat and tried to slink away, only to turn and catch you trying not to laugh at him. Fury instantly boiled over. "Hey, you little punk over there. Get your ass over here. Your senior is gonna teach you some damn respect." Yi Qingshui flared up before you even could, ready to jump up and teach him a lesson herself. But you gently pushed her back down into her seat. "I've got this." With eyes like ice, you stepped right up to meet Wang Jian's glare. Wang Jian was still running his mouth, bragging about how he was going to teach a freshman the rules. He raised his hand to strike. "Hold on a second, you called a timeout. What? Too scared? Wanna beg for mercy? Get on your knees and grovel, and maybe I'll let you off the hook." You just scoffed. "I'm just worried I won't hold back, and end up trashing the cafeteria and hurting bystanders." "Let's take this outside," Wang Jian smugly agreed. The two of you stepped out of the cafeteria, and a crowd of nosy students instantly swarmed around you. Yi Qingshui and Feng Lan hurried out right behind you. Out in the open courtyard, the crowd kept growing. A lot of people recognized you as one of this year's only 2 SSS ranked freshmen. Whispers broke out, wondering how a freshman dared to challenge a sophomore. Wang Jian heard the chatter, too. He frowned. "Wait, you're a SSS ranked freshman, too?" You smiled back. "What's the matter? Is the big bad senior getting scared?" "Bullshit. I only lost to Feng Lan because she had her family's legendary weapon. A nobody kid like you has no right to act cocky in front of me." Wang Jian completely lost his temper. Flames erupted wildly around him, instantly morphing into a massive fire dragon. It roared as it lunged straight for you. "Not a bad trick, senior." You teased, but in the next second, your voice went dead cold. "It's a shame. It's mine now." As soon as the words left your mouth, the exact same flames exploded from your own body. In an instant, they forged an even more savage fire dragon. Your SSS ranked talent, the Hand of God, could not only perfectly copy an opponent's skill, but it cranked the power of low-tier moves to the absolute max. It completely blew the original out of the water. The 2 fire dragons crashed together with an earth-shattering boom. Your cloned dragon shredded the original to pieces in a heartbeat, plunging straight toward Wang Jian with unstoppable force. Terrified, Wang Jian spun around to run, but there was nowhere to hide. The fire dragon slammed right into him, and he let out a shrieking howl like a dying pig. "Stop burning me. I give up. I lost." By the time you called off the flames, Wang Jian's clothes were completely scorched off, and every last hair on his head had been singed away. He stood there buck naked, rocking a completely shiny, bald head. The crowd of students erupted in laughter, and the girls looked absolutely disgusted. Wang Jian, burning with shame and furious anger, covered his privates and tried to make a run for it. But he still didn't forget to look back and throw out a threat. "Lin Tianming, just you wait. The Wang family won't let you get away with this." Your eyes turned cold, and you unleashed a spirit spark, striking directly at his very soul. Wang Jian's mind instantly went totally blank, and he face-planted hard into the dirt. Bleeding from his head, he scrambled away, stumbling and crawling in a panic. You turned around and walked back to Yi Qingshui. She immediately linked her arm tightly through yours. Looking up at you with pure adoration, she cooed, "Oh, Tianming. That was beautifully done. He totally deserved that." Beside you, Feng Lan, who rarely spoke, softly chimed in. "Tianming, thank you for teaching him a lesson for me." "Tianming?" Yi Qingshui instantly bristled like an angry cat. Furrowing her brows, she glared daggers at Feng Lan. "Feng Lan, you need to back off and call him by his full name. You don't know him like that." Feng Lan didn't back down for a second, replying with a cool, calm tone. "Who says we don't know each other? I'm his girlfriend, after all. Keep running your mouth, and see what happens." Yi Qingshui was shaking with rage, looking completely ready to throw down and fight Feng Lan right then and there. Watching this absolute bloodbath unfold, you felt a massive headache coming on. You quickly grabbed hold of Yi Qingshui. "Feng Lan, let's just call it a day. I need to take Qingshui back to her dorm first. Without even waiting for Yi Qingshui to react, you pulled her along and quickly hurried away from the scene. On the way there, Yi Qingshui was still puffing her cheeks in anger, interrogating you about why you told Feng Lan you two should get to know each other better when you had the time. You quickly cleared things up, swearing up and down that she was your one and only girlfriend. After finally managing to coax your jealous little girlfriend into a good mood, the two of you chatted and laughed the rest of the way. Soon, you arrived at the bottom of her dorm building, Rose Court. This is it, Tianming. Yi Qingshui checked her housing info and came to a halt. The luggage you shipped over early should be with the dorm manager, right? I'll go grab it and carry it straight up. I'm on the 4th floor. Come on, I'll carry it for you. You walked with her into the dorm manager's office. When the dorm lady saw you, her face instantly darkened. This is a girl's dorm. No boys allowed inside. Yi Qingshui quickly jumped in to plead your case. Ma'am, it's freshman move-in day today. My bags are way too heavy. This is my boyfriend. He's just going to help me carry them up and then leave right away. Please, can you make a little exception? The dorm lady looked you up and down for a moment. Seeing that you looked like a decent, polite young man, she finally caved. Drop the bags off and come right back down. Thank you so much. The two of you thanked her in perfect unison. You quickly found Yi Qingshui's suitcases. Grabbing the heavy bags, you escorted her up to the 4th floor and quickly located her room. This is the place. Just as I was about to use the key to unlock the door. Why is the door already open? Yi Qingshui looked completely confused. You chimed in, looks like someone got here before you. Qingshui, since it's already open, let's just go right in, Tianming. Let's go inside. We might even get to meet the roommate I'll be living with for the next 4 years. You guys can introduce yourselves. Yi Qingshui nodded, pushed open the half-ajar door, and stepped inside. The dorms at Imperial University were all 2-person rooms. As soon as you walked in, you and Yi Qingshui noticed that one of the beds was already made. But the room was empty except for the two of you. There was no sign of whoever had made it. Yi Qingshui frowned at the neatly tucked sheets. The bed's all made, but where are they? You guessed casually, they probably just popped out for a bit. Which is for the best, honestly. Might scare them to see a guy in here. Let me quickly make your bed, and then I'll head out. All right, then. Thanks for all the help, Tianming. Hearing Qingshui's deeply touched inner thoughts, you smiled and quickly finished making her bed. Phew, all done. Thank you so much, Tianming. No problem at all. We grew up together. We're childhood sweethearts and dating. No need to be so formal over something this small. If there's nothing else, I'll get going. Nope, that's it. Hurry back to your own dorm to unpack and rest. Video call me if you miss me. Or just come find me downstairs. Right as you were about to walk out. Unhurried footsteps echoed from the doorway. You and Qingshui both assumed her roommate was back. But the moment you saw who it was, you were completely dumbfounded. Feng Lan? Yi Qingshui? The two of them blurted out each other's names at the exact same time. The person standing there was none other than the girl who, because of you, had become mortal enemies with Qingshui, Feng Lan. After a brief moment of shock, Qingshui's face instantly darkened. This is my room. What are you doing here? Feng Lan shot back, not backing down in the slightest. I should be asking you that. I got here way before you did. I just stepped out for a walk. Qingshui instantly realized. Feng Lan was her roommate for the next 4 years. The thought of living in the same room as the girl who was after her boyfriend filled her with absolute disgust. I can't believe you're my roommate. The feeling is mutual. Feng Lan quickly regained her composure and calmly walked over to sit on her bed. You, who had been just about to leave, watched these two bitter enemies, who were ready to brawl on the first day of school, become roommates, and couldn't help but facepalm. Talk about enemies crossing paths. Before leaving, you knew you had to defuse these two ticking time bombs. Qingshui, Feng Lan, once I leave, you two aren't going to tear each other apart, right? Qingshui glared at Feng Lan and gave a sharp scoff. That depends entirely on whether someone keeps trying to claim you as their boyfriend. Feng Lan replied coolly, her words dripping with defiance. Tianming has always been my boyfriend. You instantly caught her inner thoughts, boyfriend or not. Wanting to kill him is one thing, but even if you start this life over, this identity can never change. You know that crystal clear in your heart. Her current state, is exactly the same as Yi Qingshui from 2 months ago. Provoked by those words, Yi Qingshui's face instantly turned ice cold. She gritted her teeth and called out her name, Feng Lan. In an instant, the temperature in the entire dorm room plummeted to freezing. Caught off guard, Yu shivered, but Feng Lan wasn't about to back down either. Wild winds surged around her. The two of them were at each other's throats. Seeing they were about to throw down right then and there, Yu quickly stepped forward and forcefully shoved them both back onto their beds. Just drop it, you two. You're going to be roommates for 4 years. Don't go beating each other up over something like this. Pinned down by Yu, the two of them finally reined in their powers. Feng Lan relented first. Relax. As long as she doesn't make a move, I won't start anything. Yi Qingshui didn't want you to think her, your actual girlfriend, was being unreasonable either. Tianming, you can go ahead, don't worry. I just won't fight her. They said that out loud. But you knew perfectly well, whether these two could actually get along peacefully was completely up in the air. But you're a guy, so you couldn't exactly camp out in the girls' dorm. All you could do was beg them over and over to play nice before turning around and leaving the building. Right after that, you followed the directions from the school, asked around a few times, and quickly found your own boys' dorm building, Purple Bamboo Court. After grabbing your suitcase from the Ra's office, you headed straight up to the second floor to find your room. Walking up to the door, you noticed it was wide open. You figured your roommate had probably gotten there early. As you hauled your suitcase inside, a tall, skinny guy literally bounced right off his bed. Hey, someone's here. You must be my roommate for the next 4 years, right? Nice to meet you, man. I'm Chu Yunfei. Great to meet you. This was your very first impression of him. Skinny as a rail. I'm Lin Tianming. Looking forward to living with you for the next 4 years. Once Chu Yunfei got a good look at your face and heard your name, he instantly lost his mind. Holy crap, I know you. The North Gate. You didn't even put up a shield and just tanked your way right through the wall of lightning. You even absorbed all of Mr. Zhang Han's lightning power. I can't believe my roommate is an absolute monster like you. You unpacked your suitcase and made your bed, casually brushing it off. It wasn't that big of a deal. From now on, I'll just call you Yunfei. And you can just call me Tianming. Haha, deal. Getting to room with a triple S-class prodigy? I totally hit the jackpot. I've got an S-class fire ability. Oh, by the way, Tianming, what exactly does your hand of God do? Also, you literally just got here and you already beat the crap out of that second year, Wang Jian. That was so insanely badass. You calmly replied, it just copies other people's skills. It's just a cheap trick, really. It doesn't even compare to you guys with elemental abilities. Dude, you're being way too modest. If it was really just a cheap trick, would it be rated triple S class? Could you really punch 10 levels above your weight and completely thrash a second-year student? Chu Yunfei rattled off your entire battle record for the day like an absolute fanboy. You couldn't help but laugh. This roommate of yours is actually pretty funny. Meanwhile, Wang Jian, the guy you completely thrashed, was crying his eyes out to his older cousin. His completely bald head, scorched bare by the fire dragon, stuck out like a sore thumb in the dorm room. So that's exactly what happened. Cousin, you have to get justice for me. The woman he called cousin was none other than a 4th-year student at the Imperial Academy. And the current student council president, Wang Yanren. She shot Wang Jian an impatient glare. A freshman beat you up? You probably went looking for trouble first, and got your ass kicked instead. Stop bothering me with this garbage. Wang Jian quickly kept begging. Cousin, please, I'm still part of the Wang family. That punk burned me bald in front of everyone, stripped me naked, and made me run all the way back to the dorm with nothing on. I've lost all my dignity. Just help me out this one time. It's to save the Wang family's reputation too. Wang Yanren, completely fed up with his whining, waved him off. Alright, enough. What's this freshman's name? Wang Jian's eyes immediately lit up. His name is Lin Tianming. Hearing that name, Wang Yanren furrowed her brows, as if recalling something. Lin Tianming. Isn't that Feng Lan's boyfriend from the Feng family? Yes, exactly. Cousin, you know him? Feng Lan was right there when it happened, and she claimed he was her boyfriend. Wang Yanran's gaze turned sharp. Do you have a picture of him? Show it to me. Wang Jian looked extremely awkward. I don't have a picture, but there's a video online of him beating me up. It already has over 1 million views. Wang Yanran shot him a dirty look. You really made an absolute fool of yourself this time. Let me see the video. Wang Jian quickly pulled out his phone and played the video. As Wang Yanren looked at the person on the screen, her pupils shrank in pure shock. It's really him. This boyfriend of Feng Lan, Lin Tianming, was the exact same man who, in her previous life at the Flame Secret Realm, took absolute advantage of her vulnerable state to defile her, and even snatched away the remaining half of the crystal. Wang Yanren had just been reborn 2 months ago. In her past life, even though she only absorbed half of the Phoenix Flame Crystal, she still ascended to godhood, and became the goddess of Phoenix Flames. But ultimately, because of that missing power, and the inner demon left behind by Lin Tianming, she perished in the Great War of the Descending Gods. Given a second chance at life, she had originally planned to just focus entirely on her cultivation, and break through the limits of her previous life. But she never expected that she would find the sworn enemy she had hunted her entire life in a way like this. Blazing phoenix flames instantly erupted around her body. Beside her, Wang Jian was so terrified he dropped his phone straight to the floor. "See, cousin? What's wrong with you? Don't just unleash such terrifying flames out of nowhere." Wang Yanren completely ignored him. She only had one single thought burning in her mind: kill Lin Tianming. Only by killing him could she completely destroy her inner demons. Only then could she avoid repeating the tragic mistakes of her past life. She coldly swept her gaze over Wang Jian on the floor, and impatiently waved him off. "Alright, that's enough. I get it. When I have time, I'll pay this Lin Tianming a little visit for you." Wang Jian was instantly overjoyed, thanking him over and over again. As night fell, Yu and Chu Yunfei had just finished dinner and walked out of the cafeteria. Suddenly, a drop-dead gorgeous upperclassman blocked your path. Chu Yunfei nudged your arm. "Tianming, do you know this girl?" You shook your head. "Nope, never seen her." The upperclassman stared right at you and spoke up. "Lin Tianming, come with me for a second. There's something I need to tell you, in private." Chu Yunfei's face instantly lit up with envy. "Holy crap, Tianming, she is definitely about to confess her feelings to you. I am not gonna be a third wheel. I'll head back to the dorm and wait for you." After saying that, he turned and bolted, leaving you standing there all by yourself. You looked at the upperclassman who was dead set on taking you away. Feeling a bit suspicious, you still nodded your head. "Alright, lead the way." She gave a sweet smile. "Come with me, freshman." But right at that moment, you suddenly heard her inner thoughts. "You filthy creep, absolute scum. In our past life, you ruined my innocence. In this life, I swear I will tear you to pieces. I'll lure you into the woods, and strike you down right there." Wait, her inner thoughts? Immediately after, your system's notification chime rang out. System has automatically bound the Phoenix Flame Goddess, Wang Yanren, within range. The host can now perfectly eavesdrop on her inner thoughts. Wang Yanren, daughter of the Wang family, one of the 4 great awakener families in the imperial capital, possesses an S-class fire attribute ability, a reincarnator. In her past life, she was taken advantage of by the original host, Lin Tianming, in the Blazing Secret Realm, where he stole half of her Phoenix Flame Crystal. She ultimately perished due to her inner demons and loss of power. In this life, she has already recognized you, and has sworn to kill you for revenge. After reading the system's prompt, you were completely paralyzed with shock. Curse this original body's owner. Just how many people did he screw over in his past life? I can't even walk down the street without bumping into someone who wants me dead. You immediately clutched your stomach, furrowing your brows tightly, and put on a look of sheer agony. Wang Yanren frowned. "Freshman, what are you doing? What is wrong with this little bastard?" "Senior. Ah, it hurts so bad." You clutched your stomach, gasping for air as you spoke. Senior, my stomach suddenly hurts so much. I think I ate something bad at the cafeteria." Wang Yanren looked at you with deep suspicion. The cafeteria at the Imperial Academy has extremely strict quality control. They haven't had a single food safety issue since the school was built. It's highly unlikely your stomachache is from bad food. Your heart skipped a beat. This Wang Yanren, she is not easy to fool. But maybe it's just a bad reaction to the local water and climate, senior. My stomach really does hurt. The cafeteria serves dishes from all over the country. Even if you weren't used to the local food, you could have just eaten something from your hometown. How could you possibly get an upset stomach? You frantically scrambled to come up with another lie. Senior. It's my first time in the capital, so I just wanted to try the local food. I didn't order anything from back home. Who knew my stomach wouldn't agree with it and I'd get sick? That explanation actually makes sense. If I went out of town, I'd probably try the local food first too, completely forgetting about getting a bad stomach. Looks like I was just being paranoid. Still, getting the runs right now really ruined my plan to kill him. I'll let it slide for today. I've confirmed his identity at least. I'll take him out next time. Hearing that, the massive weight on your chest finally lifted. Thank God you faked being sick in time, or you would have ended up dead in those woods today. Hey there, underclassman, since your stomach is hurting, do you want me to walk you to the infirmary? Oh, no need. It's just a simple upset stomach. I'll be fine once I get back to my dorm and use the bathroom. Senior, mind if I ask what your name is? Well, underclassman, my name is Wang Yanren. You can call me Senior Yanren. I've really taken a liking to you. Taken a liking to you so much that she wants to burn you alive right now. On the surface, she's as warm as fire. But inside, she's practically overflowing with murderous intent. This level of pure rage is definitely on par with Yi Qingshui from before. Oh okay, I'll remember that. My stomach is killing me. Senior Yanren. I'm heading back to my dorm. See you around. The moment the words left your mouth, you didn't even look back. You bolted toward the dorm building like a bat out of hell. Watching your retreating figure, the sweet smile on Wang Yanran's face instantly vanished, replaced by eyes filled with absolute hatred. Lin Tianming, the next time we cross paths will be the day you die. You fled back into your dorm room and completely collapsed onto your bed, letting out a massive sigh of relief. Chu Yunfei immediately leaned over, practically vibrating with gossip. Tianming, so, how'd it go? Did that gorgeous senior confess her love to you? You shot him a nasty glare. Confess my ass, I almost got killed because of your stupid advice. Chu Yunfei looked completely innocent, having absolutely zero clue what he did wrong. The next day, you got a text message from your teacher, Zhang Han. She told you to meet her at the Lightning Awakening training ground for class. Following the location she sent, you glanced around. Forget about your classmates. Zhang Han was the only person in the entire training facility. Alarm bells instantly started ringing in your head as a terrible sense of dread washed over you. Could this be exactly like Wang Yanren last night? Another deadly trap specifically set up for you? Child, you're finally here. Come on over. Today, your teacher is going to give you your very first lesson. Zhang Han's smile seemed incredibly warm and sweet. But deep down, you knew the truth. She was just another reincarnator out for your blood. You immediately turned on your heel to run. Leaving right before class starts counts as skipping, you know. You're an elite level 555 recommended student. So you really shouldn't be doing that. Just as she finished speaking, a whip made of lightning instantly wraps around your waist, forcefully yanking you right in front of her. You kid, why do you seem so scared of me? Could it be that this traitorous disciple has figured out I've been reborn? You hear her inner thoughts and quickly try to explain yourself. Ms. Zhang Han, I'm the only student here. I'm just a little nervous. Normally speaking, shouldn't there be other classmates taking the lesson together? Zhang Han chuckles. It's not that easy to become Zhang Han's student. Before you, I've never taken on a dedicated student. I only handle making special training plans and occasionally covering classes. You freeze in shock. You mean, I'm your very first student? That's right, in all these years, you are the very first student I've taken in. At the same time, her grief-stricken and furious inner voice also reaches your ears. To think that the student I poured my heart and soul into raising would end up betraying his master and destroying everything. Tianming, oh, Tianming, you traitorous disciple, do you have any idea how much your betrayal broke your master's heart? Having just escaped by the skin of your teeth from Wang Yanren last night, today you bumped right into Zhang Han, who hates you to the bone. You feel a mountain of pressure crushing down on you. Every single step from here on out must be taken with extreme caution. Otherwise, she might strike you down at any moment. I can't believe I'm really the only student. Alright then, Ms. Zhang Han. What is our first lesson for today? The corner of Zhang Han's mouth twitches up into a smirk. She snaps her fingers, and a deafening roar instantly echoes through the arena. A giant bear, taller than two Zhang Hans stacked together, slowly materializes beside her. Lightning crackles and arcs all around its massive body. This is a level 15 Thunder Fury bear. Tianming, your very first lesson today is to master using your god's hand in actual combat and defeat it. This bear's defense is incredibly high. Even if you copy its skills, you might not be able to break through, but if you take even a single hit from it, with your weak defense, you won't last long before going down. This is the very first lesson I've custom tailored just for you. Do not disappoint your master. Oh, and by the way, during the fight, you can only copy its skills. No copying my skills to cheat your way through. Instantly, you hear her inner voice again. In the last life, Tianming was only level 9 when he enrolled, so I arranged a level 9 Thunder Fury bear for him. In this life, he enrolled at level 15, so this bear has an extra skill too. I wonder if he can actually beat it. You realize in a flash, this level 15 Thunder Fury bear is more than just a single tier stronger than the level 9 one. That extra skill is its ultimate killer move. Zhang Han's figure blurs, instantly retreating to a safe distance. Let the battle begin. Don't let me down, little guy. As soon as her words fade, the Thunder Fury bear swings its massive, lightning-wreathed claws, smashing them down brutally toward you. Thunder Bear's wrathful claw, you immediately dodge to create some distance. Simultaneously activate your God's hand. Copy. In an instant, you read all 4 of the Thunder Fury Bear's skills. The active attacks, Raging Thunder Bear Claw and Lightning Stomp. A speed and attack buff called Thunderous Frenzy, plus a defense booster. Furious Lightning Armor. But your Hand of God has a secret, one you have never told anyone else. It can only copy a maximum of 3 skills. Once used, it goes straight into cooldown. Without a second of hesitation, you completely ditch the defensive Furious Lightning Armor. Instead, you copy the remaining 3 attack and buff skills. The very next second, you trigger Thunderous Frenzy, lightning crackles and explodes all around you. Your attack power and speed instantly skyrocket. Watching the Raging Thunder Bear Claw swinging right at you again, you don't even try to dodge. You meet it head on with your very own Raging Thunder Bear Claw. The giant bear cries out in pain, letting loose an earth-shattering roar. It immediately triggers its own Thunderous Frenzy, while firing up the Furious Lightning Armor that you didn't copy. Its entire massive body gets covered in a thick, crackling layer of lightning armor, ready to attack.